it would appear that he's doing that. So Alain Prost leads, Nigel Mansell second.
And it's a Ferrari in third position because there's been a change. It's one of the two Ferraris. I suspect that of René Arnoux, and we'll check as soon as we see him come, whoever it is, come into sight as they come out of the chicane into the left-hander at the back into the swimming pool section. And that is Johnny Cecotto, who has joined apparently the retirements. Cecotto, the Venezuelan driver of the Tolman. Now look, there is the Ferrari. It is René Arnoux in third position. It is Michele Alboreto in fourth place. It is Niki Lauda in fifth position. And it looks like Keke Rosberg sixth. And here's the replay of what happened on lap one.
Now, hopefully we can see. Well, we didn't really see. But it looked to me. Now, which Renault is that spun first? The one on the left. And that's Derek Warwick. So it looks like Warwick spun and lost it. Tambay came around the corner and was actually minding his own business, but couldn't avoid him. Made contact, and there was a traffic jam. And what that traffic jam in fact means, which will not please Alain Prost retrospectively, because it rather decimated the field and spread it out a lot, and which means that Prost will be having to lap back markers sooner than normal. Now the other thing that's going on here, as we sit, we're on the pit straight, and just before Sandoval corner, and I've seen drivers braking and then coming off the brakes and back onto the throttle simply because they can't see where they're going and they're not quite sure where they are. And it's that difficult for the cars down the middle of the field. The visibility here, now it's 5 seconds since the car's gone past here, and I still can't see more than 40 yards. I've got about 40 yards visibility.
And there's an enormous amount of misfiring. I think there's going to be a lot of retirements from this race. The two Ferraris are together. There is Nigel Mansell in second place, and we are now on lap 3. That is the race leader, Alain Prost. Nigel Mansell is second. The two Ferraris of Arnoux and Alboreto, as you see, are third and fourth. Niki Lauda is fifth. Keke Rosberg, driving a misfiring Williams Honda, is in sixth position as the race leader, Alain Prost, comes round towards the swimming pool again. And really, if Alain Prost can just pace himself and take it easy and control the slides of his car, he is going to be all right, because they are going to have the greatest difficulty in getting past him. We have a complete power failure now at Monaco, just to compound our problems. The pictures have totally disappeared. I hope that you are getting one. Meantime, we are going to revert to the good old-fashioned steam radio commentary, and as we wait for the leaders to come through on lap 3 in this what will be a 2-hour race, and it is in the lead, Alain Prost. In second place it is Phil Nigel Mansell. There's a long gap now before the Ferraris appear. The race is dominated by those two cars. Then it's Arnoux third, Alboreto fourth. Niki Lauda is in fifth position. In sixth place, and there's another long gap, is Keke Rosberg. Sixth is Rosberg. Seventh is Manfred Winkelhoff. Eighth is Ayrton Senna. Ninth is Jacques Lafitte. And in 10th position, with another long gap as this field spreads out, is Stefan Beloff. Stefan Beloff has come up from 20th to 10th position in 3 laps. An incredible performance. James?
Yes, he's our man to watch. The Tyrrell is a very manoeuvrable car, lighter than the turbocharged cars. We called it before the start. He was very quick in the warm-up this morning. And Beloff, who has shown considerable depth of talent this year as a driver, is really going for it. And Niki Lauda has now taken Michele Alboreto for 4th place. So the McLaren domination, and there we are, we have pictures back now. I hope you had them all the time, but that, I gather you did have pictures. Well, lucky for you, unlucky for us. But there is Niki Lauda going away from Michele Alboreto, with his next challenge being to catch and pass René Arnoux in the other Ferrari. And sorry about this, but we've lost our pictures again, so we'll try the radio style commentary and just jolly well hope that you can correct us if anything's wrong.
Well, the story then obviously is that the old fox Niki Lauda is starting his charge in a beautifully balanced car on very good tyres, which are absolutely right for today's conditions, as we wait at the pictureless position here on lap 4 to see Alain Prost go through. Now the gap between Prost and Mansell is 2.5 seconds. Nigel Mansell holding on magnificently, and there's a long gap between Mansell and the third-place man, Arnoux, 9 seconds, but between Arnoux and Lauda, who is fourth, ahead of Alboreto, who is fifth, there's only 2 seconds. Keke Rosberg is still in that 6th position. Winkelhock is still 7th, and Senna is still 8th. In 9th position it is Jacques Lafitte, and now I wait.
As you will have probably gathered, we've lost the sound of James Hunt and Murray Walker just for the moment. They've lost pictures, we've lost their sound, but we'll stay with the pictures for the moment. With René Arnoux, who is in 3rd position. And the order is Alain Prost, who is not pulling away from Nigel Mansell in 2nd position. And I suspect that Nigel Mansell, knowing that there's quite a big gap between himself and Arnoux, is just pacing himself and keeping a clear track in front of him so that he can see where he's going. And is not, in fact, at the moment, making an effort to close up on and take... And, well, we've just heard, I'm sure if you've got pictures, you're doing much better than we are, because we've just heard that Lauda has passed Arnoux and is up into 3rd position. So it's a McLaren in the lead with Prost. It's a McLaren in 3rd position with Lauda. It's still Nigel Mansell in 2nd place. Down to 4th goes Arnoux. 5th is Alboreto. 6th is Rosberg. 7th is Winkelhock. 8th is Senna. 9th is Lafitte. And 10th is still Belloff.
An interesting test now, because Niki Lauda has a little bit of clear track, and we shall be able to see if he is able to close on Prost. He's some 15 seconds or so behind Alain Prost, 13 or 14 behind Nigel Mansell, so he will be able to see where he's going, and we hope now to see if he's actually closing on Prost. Well, I've just been told you're watching Lauda passing Arnoux on replay, but unfortunately we can't see it, so you better make your own commentary.
Well, I'll tell you, while you're looking at whatever you're looking at, that the gap between Prost and Lauda, who is now 3rd, is 16 seconds. And I will, of course, be putting the watch on the gap between the English driver in the JPS Lotus and the great Austrian Lauda in his now 3rd position. So Arnoux is 4th, Alboreto is 5th, Rosberg is 6th, Winkelhock is 7th. In 8th position it's still Senna, followed by Lafitte, and Belloff has damaged the nose cone of his Tyrrell in 10th position.
Well, though, to be in Australia, for those of you on Channel 9 who are watching, albeit in the middle of the night, I'm prepared to have a very large bet that you've got much better weather than we have, and you'll probably see more of the race. And we now have a picture.
Yes, we have a picture, and how nice it is to see it again. It is of the leader.